Ever get that like sudden urge to just escape? You're scrolling through your phone, see a picture of some far off place, and you're like, man, I need to get out of here.
Totally. Happens to me all the time.
Right. Today, we're diving into that feeling, that pull of wanderlust, but with a twist. We've got this piece, this story. It's all about this one woman's deep desire to just get away. We're going to unpack it, figure out why it resonates with so many of us.
And it's really something how this piece captures that feeling, not just, tells you about the language is so evocative, all this talk of exotic cultures, the beauty of the unknown.
Yeah.
But then it hits you with that contrast, that feeling of being trapped, stuck in that never-ending cycle of daily life. It's powerful.
Exactly. It's like she's being pulled in two completely opposite directions, right? That yearning for something more, but then, bam, reality sets in.
And that's where it gets really fascinating, I think, because it becomes about something bigger than a physical journey.
Oh, absolutely.
This feeling of being chained and suffocated, those words, they hit hard. It's almost like our souls need exploration to thrive.
So it's more than just like wanting a vacation. It's about like feeling truly alive.
Exactly. There's even research on this, the impact that unfulfilled dreams, particularly about travel, can have on us. It's pretty significant.
Wow. I can definitely relate to that. When I haven't traveled in a while or even just tried something new, it does feel kind of scale.
Right.
So how do we deal with that tension then? Wanting to escape, but having responsibilities. Does our source offer any solutions to that?
Well, there's this one line that really stood out to me. It said, she tries to make the most of her limited free time.
Interesting.
It suggests she's not giving up on that desire to explore. She's just adapting. Instead of seeing wanderlust and responsibility as these two things that can't coexist, she's trying to find a way to integrate them, maybe.
Oh, I like that.
Like maybe it's about finding those smaller adventures in everyday life.
Yeah, like exploring a new part of your city or finally trying that Ethiopian restaurant you've been meaning to check out.
Exactly. Instead of needing a plane ticket to feel that sense of discovery,
Right.
you find ways to bring it into your everyday experience.
Mm,
And what's great about that is that it makes adventure accessible no matter what your situation is.
I love that. And speaking of finding creative ways to tap into that sense of wonder, there's also that poem embedded in the source material. It feels almost like a release valve for all those pent-up emotions.
Oh, absolutely. And the structure, the way it shifts between those stanzas about yearning for far-off lands,
Yeah.
and then the reality of being confined.
It's like she can't escape it.
It mirrors her internal struggle perfectly. It's brilliant, really.
It's almost like she's saying, look, I feel this too, okay. But, it does leave us with this kind of lingering question. If we can't always just hop on a plane, how do we keep that spark of wanderlust alive?
I think it goes back to what we were talking about before. Finding those small but significant ways to break out of our routines. Maybe it's trying a new dish, learning a few phrases in a different language, or even just getting lost in a travel book for an afternoon. You'd be surprised how much those small acts can open up your world.
It's like bringing a little bit of that elsewhere into right here.
Exactly.
So, to everyone listening, what one small step will you take today to tap into your own wanderlust?